right, we're going to call the meeting to order. So before we get started, can everybody just rise so we can do the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thank you, everybody. So we have a couple things, parts of business that we want to try and get to before we jump into some of the other things. I just want to acknowledge that today is Bob Sears' last meeting, collective law for him. We're going to miss you, Bob. It's unbelievable, and time flies when you're having fun.
That's for sure. I'm going to miss it. It's like everything else, you know. I'll speak on that toward the end.
Yep.
But the reality of it is, at this particular point in time, while I'm going to move on to other things, and that's kind of what we all do. It all evolves. But I couldn't be leaving at a better time. You folks that I serve with, the people that I work with that manage the housing authority and our issues here in this community cannot do a better job. So I'm just pleased, but I'll speak a little, if I can, toward the end.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Tonight is your night.
Thank you.
So can we start off by doing a roll call?
Commissioner Sears.
Here.
Commissioner Cadilli.
Here.
Commissioner Santalucia.
Here.
Commissioner Jones.
Here.
And Commissioner Weeks.
Here. All right, we're going to move on to Exhibit A. I understand that a couple people are a little bit early. We want to try and fit in some business before we get to it, so I apologize for that. Some times got mixed up on certain things. So if you just bear with us for a few minutes, we promise it'll be quick. So if we can do approval of the minutes, Exhibit A, please.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for the regular meeting of April 12th, 2018 is written.
All right, we got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, seeing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Abstain.
Okay, we got 401 with Bob abstaining. 402? Two abstentions. All right. Now we're going to move on to approval of the bills. That would be Exhibit B. And Tom, if you could just tell us anything extraordinary in this that we should focus on? Or?
No, nothing that I see as extraordinary, regular monthly bills. Anything, Mr. Sheedy, that you?
No, it's nothing really unusual.
As you can see, there's some construction starting in this building. There's a job is resumed out in the courtyard here on a couple of buildings, and we're going to be re-roofing the maintenance building, so you'll start to see some of the capital bills come through on the work.
Make a motion to approve the warrant of April 2018, the amount of $56,925.57.
Second that.
All right, we got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we have a 5-0 unanimous vote. All right, Exhibit C, this is review of financial comparatives. And I just want to let everybody know that we do get these packets ahead of time, so if it does look like we're just kind of looking at this, these are things we get about a week in advance. That's why we're kind of looking at it the way we do. Again, Mr. Tebow, is there anything that we should be looking at on this thing that
Yes, you'll see on the water bills that there's no recorded expense. Commissioner Cadilli, as the treasurer, just signed some significant water bills, so that will catch up. We are on budget, so on the water line for Meeting House Lane, you see a $7,021 surplus. That is just above zero. We're right on budget for that. The programs are performing as expected. As you know, it's always a tight budget, and we monitor the expenses. The maintenance line items are a little bit over, but that's not unusual after coming out of winter, and a little bit that goes down. Certainly costs related to overtime, materials used, and that. But overall, it looks like we're moving in the right direction. And I apologize, I thought I put that on the slide.
it's all right? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
The LZ Thomas Federal Housing, it looks like the actual to date, there's actually a net surplus of 5,000. Is that
Yes.
actually correct?
Oh, yes,
That's
we're
really
doing
good
it.
to say.
We did come in at a surplus last year. I did a tour of LZ Thomas this morning. We'll eat that right up. There's some repointing we need to do. There's some staining of some decks that we need to do. There's quite a bit. There's a window that needs to be replaced, and you know those windows are not inexpensive. So we try to dole out the capital improvements as we can. So the roof needs to be repaired, we're dealing with that. So
It's fully occupied?
fully occupied, rent's being collected. As I think I've said in the past, the people who live in all of our buildings pay rent and do a very good job at
Okay, fantastic.
it. And Sandy does a very good job at collecting.
Thank you very much.
I'll make a motion to accept the financial comparatives for the period ending in March 31st, 2018, and put on file.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We got a motion by Teresa.
Just have one
Second by
question
Mike.
before. Because I wasn't here last month, was our budget finance accepted by the state?
Our budget was, it hasn't been accepted. It was approved by this board and submitted to the state. The state has acknowledged the receipt. Yes, they acknowledged the receipt, and we expect it to be approved shortly.
Okay, very good, thanks.
And as you know, that was delayed by 8 months.
Right.
All right, any further discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, 5-0. All right, moving on to D. We are almost done, I promise. We have approval of HUD income limits for 2018. Would you like to walk us through that, Tom?
Sure. So the Housing Authority has to establish income limits for people entering the program. HUD actually publishes these each year, and it's the maximum amount that a person can earn to go into the Section 8 program that we administer. If you made these incomes, the calculation would make you non-subsidized. So although you could have this much money at the max and come into the program, you would not receive any subsidy, and therefore after 6 months be off the program. So I say that because most of the comments I get on these income limits is they're awful high. The majority of the people that we assist are at 30% or lower. Those would be people who are on Social Security or SSDI or a lower income family.
All right. Thank you very much.
Motion to adopt the fiscal year 2018 HUD income limits as presented in the packet.
Second.
All right, got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 5-0.
Tom, can I just ask a quick question about that? So we're in the Brockton area.
Brockton area, metropolitan statistical area, which sometimes causes issues because Brockton is a little pocket of lower rents, lower incomes and lower rents. It's affected more on the fair market rents. It hasn't presented an issue for us to lease up here, we're fully leased, but if it did, you can petition HUD to go to the Boston statistical metropolitan area, which is too high, so you have to. So we, I believe, are at 100% of the fair market rents for this area. You can go to 110 if the market is saying that you're not keeping up. But right now, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping people leased up. As you know, there's not a lot of rentals in the town of Hanson, so the people who receive the vouchers often go to the surrounding towns.
If we were in a different area, so for instance, I think Pembroke's in a different one, would that give us a higher amount and people would be able to rent more locally, or?
They would be able to, so it would give you a higher amount, but it would not increase your budget, so just divide it differently.
Just get fewer vouchers.
Fewer vouchers, exactly. So you want to really pass that as best you can, so people are paying as low a rent they can to get into a decent, safe, and affordable place, so you can help as many people as you can.
All right, thank you. All right, then we have Exhibit E, which is Chief Executive Officer's Report.
So each month I give you my written executive director's report. I guess the biggest issue here is number 5 in Quan School. We have been approached by the town to see if there's an interest in acquiring it, and I have informed them that we would not be in a position to do that, but we certainly would like to work with them in whatever they see as the best use of it. There's an upcoming meeting on May 17th that I will sit in on, but and any of the board members who are interested in what's happening there. As you know, the discretionary money of the authority is limited, and as I explained to the town manager, a couple of utility bills which would kill us in building that size. But it is becoming vacant at the end of the school year, and it's a beautiful piece of property, and I'm sure that the town is going to take very seriously the use of it.
All right, just let us know.
I was going to say, along those lines, so everybody knows that we put in an application to the CPC for a housing production plan. We've selected a consultant. You're meeting Monday. So one thing to mention to them as they're looking at the housing production plan is this particular parcel of land, and that there could be opportunities, you know, if we were able to find and utilize other resources to help with the town. So just to make sure to point out that this is a big piece of central land that could be.
If I could invite the consultant to the meeting, because Mass Housing will be there, I'll do that also. I do think she, in this case, needs to get a good grounding of the town. We're lucky with who the consultant is. She has worked in the town before. It actually was a shared town planner at the end of the 80s between Hanson and Hanover. Through a program that was run out of the executive office of community development at the time. So hopefully we get a good document for the town to use for its future planning.
And that meeting on Monday is with her and the town planner
Yes.
and you, right?
Just let us know if there's anything more formal and more etched in stone
There'll
comes our
be
way.
nothing formal that doesn't.
Yeah. All right.
So I'll make a motion to accept. Are you done with it? Do you want to?
Yes, no, everything else is fine. I do see the community work, community room work is done.
Where is the mail in the interim?
It's over here on the bookshelf.
All right, so I'll make a motion to accept the chief executive officer's report for May 10th, 2018, and put it on file.
You got a second? All right, Bob, you got a second?
Last second?
Bob's last. You should have gave the last motion. All right, any further discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we have 5-0. Now we are moving on to old business. Any old business that we need to be aware of? Anybody want to bring anything up from the past?
Does
No?
Bob count as old business?
All right, seeing none, no old business, we're going to move on to new business. I think there's a lot of new business right now, and I just want to take a moment to really just let everybody know that today is Bob's Day, and I really appreciate everybody being here. There's a couple things that I think is really important. The first is that Bob is one of the best people that I personally have ever met in my entire life, and I genuinely mean that. I had the luxury of growing up through the high school and all that with his kids, and I kind of knew him in an offshoot of that. And then I was fortunate enough to be a colleague on this board with him. And I can tell you right now that every single thing that I've ever learned about how to lead a committee, how to be passionate and think about things beyond budgets, like quality of life things, was from him. And I just really want to give a personal thank you because you're one of a kind. You really are. You're going to be missed. You really are. And I'm a little sad to see you go. I know that accolades and things like that don't matter, and I'm sure you're going to get some. I know that the most important thing that we really tried to do, and it was great timing that you weren't here last meeting, so we could try and plan some of this. Yeah, we could talk all about you in a good way this time. And we really knew that accolades don't really matter for someone like you. It was about the residents and a showing of support. And this right here is a testament to all the hard work that you put out. So no matter how many papers, how many trophies, or how many thank yous you're going to receive tonight, these people are here for you because you deserve it. You really do. So with that being said, I just want to make a motion that as a committee, we say thank you to Bob. Do I get a second? Yeah. All those in favor of saying thank you, please say aye. Aye. All right, thank you, Bob. I'll pass it off to Mike.
I just wanted to quickly say, not only did Bob convince me to volunteer on this board and volunteer more in life, but he's taught me many important life lessons. In our quick conversations, either coming here or leaving here, or town meetings, or in life, he has mentored me, not only as a volunteer, as a citizen, but to be a good father, husband, and employee. Can't thank Bob enough for having the pleasure of getting to know him. Thanks, Bob.
You're very welcome.
Anybody else on the dais want to, before we move into the roasting portion?
I would like to say that I have always appreciated your compassion and your kindness. It has taught me a lot. And it's really good to see.
Yeah, well, I'll say this, that I'm very appreciative. First and foremost, we always have to be grounded and remember that if the residents of the town ask me to serve on their housing authority, so I'm appreciative to the people who live in the town of Hanson, who asked me to serve and take on my responsibilities and do the best I could to support them and support the programs they had in place and to try to make things better in the long run. The other piece to it, after the town, I really have enjoyed working with the residents and the people that we serve. The conversations I've had with people who live here and at the other two locations, I remember them, I think about them, and I'm appreciative of the people and what they've taught me, what I've listened to, and as I grew and developed into the person I am today, it had a lot to do with the conversations I had with residents that live in this town, and particularly these programs. We have made changes along the way, tried to stay on top of things as a board, try to make things better, try to grow, try to provide for more people to do better work. And recently, this board became involved in a situation trying to look at how we would be best to reapproach our management, the day-to-day operation of the housing authority. And that's a large task. It is meeting the obligation of services that so many people depend upon. And I'm here to tell you that Chris, Dennis, yes, Susan, Tom, and Ed and his team, all the folks at the Brockton Housing Authority, which we partnered with to bring a management agreement that works. We first looked at all of that and understood the pros and the cons while we were of a mindset this should work and work well. We did our homework, but you're never sure until you put it in play. And I'm here to tell you that this housing authority has expressed over and over again how pleased we are to have partnered with the Brockton Housing Authority and the management because of what they've been able to bring to the town of Hanson, specifically the housing authority. And I'll just close by, there's two things I'll close with. One is, I said it before, I'll say it again, most appreciative of these people that I serve with. It works well when you're a community volunteer, you work on a board, or commission, or whatever you want to call it. If you share the load and you listen to one another and you allow the strengths of other people to come in and work and listen and understand and make the best call you can as a board, things work well. This particular board is probably the strongest I have seen in my tenure at the Hanson Housing Authority. So as I leave knowing that this board is in very capable hands, and it pleases me, knowing, as you say, you appreciate my friendship, but I appreciate the friendship of each and every one of you people, and I appreciate all the conversations, and sometimes they're 11 o'clock at night. Sometimes the call ID said, Bob Sears, you still pick the phone. Things like that. And I will close by saying this. As a volunteer, I think have a very important opportunity in the community as a volunteer. I was not able to be here last month. My wife and I were traveling, but I read in the newspaper that the Housing Authority entertained a group of Boy Scouts that were coming here for citizenship. the program is dear and near to me. I spent 10 years as a scoutmaster for 52 kids, and I am an Eagle Scout. When I saw that, what I thought about when I saw that the Housing Authority had those scouts here, sometimes I'm not so sure we really get it, that it's important that we show people positive ways that they can enrich their own lives at the same time helping other people. And people don't see that unless you bring it forth like those Boy Scouts, talk about it, let them see it, let them ask their questions, because we, sitting in this room tonight, don't have any idea how that impacted them. But they can see a way that down the road, there's ways to make your life fulfilled, enjoy your life, so things like that. In a time that we live, you see so many people in trouble, having difficulty just going from day to day. Lots and lots of people, I work fairly close with some of them, feel trapped. They feel trapped because they haven't been exposed to things that make their life meaningful and fulfilled. Things like people in the town of Hanson. If you're going to watch this, my friend Carol is now videotaping. If you're happy watching this, please consider serving your community. And when you say people at the town hall do a great job letting you know what's available, but you know something? There are Boy Scout leaders, there are people collecting blood, there are people doing all kinds of things, volunteering in the community. If anything at all, and I mean this with all sincerity, well, yes, maybe I did give some time, and my wife and I gave time to this program in this community. But make no mistake about it, Bob Sears took more than he gave. And I'm very grateful for all that I just said. And actually, I'll tell you something, had no idea. When I walked in, it's like, what would these people possibly be? I had no idea. So you did a good job with that whatsoever. And I will tell you, I said to Teresa, there's a cake over there with my picture on it. It looks like the exact same picture that the company I worked for, that I just retired from. They had this, looks like the same cake. Only they knew me a little better than you people, so they put bars in front of my face. We're going to pour over you. So, with all sincerity, I thank you for showing your expression of appreciation, and I appreciate you coming here tonight, and I thank each and every one of you, and also the people of this community, for allowing me to serve on the Hanson Housing Authority. Thank you.
So we also invited Ginny here, so hopefully she will come soon. But when you were chair and you would show up with your carefully edited notes and your packets, and when you were organized, we all knew that Ginny was behind the scenes. So I also wanted to give a big thanks for Ginny to the way that she has supported your role here and supported the Housing Authority.
I appreciate that.
And we appreciate her role here as well.
I appreciate that because, you know, Teresa's known Ginny for a long time. And my wife and I, when I say this, you go, you know, I just have a good relationship, a good marriage. I just want to be very fortunate to have the woman that I have as my wife. So in my job, I do presentations a lot. So I just will tell you, I had to do a PowerPoint. And I went off. Of course, I didn't start it. It's for Monday morning, start at 10:30 Sunday night. So she says, let me see the material as well. I haven't really got that far yet. So I'm saying it, and she's putting it together. And the next day, I'm presenting it. I'm saying to myself, this actually sounds legit. The whole thing, and at the end of it, the best possible words were put up there. There was like awkward silence at the end. One of the people that worked with me said, do us a favor and tell Ginny we said thank you.
So hopefully she'll come soon and we can thank her in person, but I wanted to make sure that was said as well.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Now with that, we have some special guests here. We have a couple selectmen that decided to show up, and we really appreciate being here. So I'm going to give the floor to our chairman here, Mr. Jim McGann. Now we'll try and get out of your way.
Well, you hold this up, please, and I'll read it out loud. And, ladies and gentlemen, I have notes on 28 years, and obviously it sounds like it's much longer, especially to a scout, dedicated to this town. And some of the notes that I should read from some of from your history in this town is amazing. Cable TV committee from 1990, 91, 92, and 93. Your term ended annually each year. You were on the fire chief search committee, appointed in October 26, 1999. The Housing Authority, it says, appointed July 26, 2005. The Hanson Housing Authority, you were elected May of 2006, and you served until May of 2013. Community Preservation Commission from July 2008 till June 2013. So that is an amazing service to this town, and I can't thank you enough on behalf of the Board of Selectmen. Honestly, certainly, thank you very much. This is the Town of Hanson official citation. Be it hereby known to all that the Hanson Board of Selectmen takes this means to express its most sincere appreciation to Robert J. Sears, in official recognition of your 28 years of service to the residents of Hanson, including 13 years as an elected member of the Hanson Housing Authority. The board hereby awards this citation. Throughout your years of service to the community, and most notably to the senior population, your dedication and commitment to providing affordable housing to all residents has distinguished you as an outstanding citizen of our town. The town of Hanson wishes to recognize you and express the community's deepest appreciation for your commitment of service to the citizens of Hanson. This certificate of appreciation for your remarkable years of service is issued by the Hanson Board of Selectmen in acknowledgement of this distinguished achievement. We sincerely thank you and express our deepest gratitude and appreciation for your dedication, energy, and commitment to the town of Hanson. In testimony whereof, we, the town of Hanson Board of Selectmen, sign our names officially on this 10th day of May in the year of our Lord 2018. Thank you very much.
Facebook Live, that's everyone's thought. Well done, well done. So thank you very much. We also have one from the State House. So let's go. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate that. All right, we do have one more. This is from Representative Cutler, and it says, be it here known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Robert Sears in recognition of your leadership, professionalism, and dedication throughout 13 years of service to the community of Hanson. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope for future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors. Signed, Robert DeLeo and Representative Josh Cutler.
Thank you very much.
Now, I do just want to say, here we go. Bob family. Surprise, that's a big surprise. So again, this is Bob's time. So I want to be able to allow him the opportunity to kind of meet everybody, and for you all to be able to speak with him. There's beautiful families in the back there. We appreciate you coming. I think that's one of the bigger surprises that we have for you to bring them here. I really just want to reiterate one more time that Bob, you're an unbelievable leader. You're an unbelievable father. You're an unbelievable family man, and your dedication to people's lives is just inspirational for everyone. I know you've touched me, and from the people in this room, you've definitely touched them. I cannot express enough the impact that you've made, not only in the Housing Authority in Hanson, but just people's lives. We're really going to miss you, and with that being said, let us eat cake.
Yeah.
Get a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. That was my last adjournment.